Streetlight flickers outside your apartment, like it's trying not to fall asleep. And the whole block smells faintly of rain and cigarettes. I took the long way home again tonight, past the grocery store we used to know, the one that stayed open past midnight, with jazz leaking softly from the radio. Your building still glows on the third floor, warm against the winter blue. And for a second I forgot there's probably somebody else beside you. Some memories arrive suddenly, like songs you haven't heard in years. The streetlight outside your apartment still burns pale gold in the rain, like it's waiting for two shadows to pass beneath it once again. And the city keeps breathing quietly through subway noise and passing cars, while I carry all these unfinished feelings like loose change in my heart. A cat moves underneath parked taxis, steam rising from the sewer grates. Someone laughs behind a curtain and disappears behind the blinds again. I remember you loved this neighborhood because it never slept too deeply. You said lonely people needed somewhere that stayed awake beside them quietly. Funny how places continue existing after the people inside them change. The streetlight outside your apartment shakes softly in the freezing air, and every glowing window above me feels like a life while snow begins to mix with rainwater along the dark electric street. I keep walking slower than necessary, like leaving would mean losing you completely. Maybe moving on isn't dramatic, maybe it's smaller than that. Walking past familiar places without expecting the past to open the door. The streetlight outside your apartment finally flickers once, then dies, leaving only pale reflections swimming in the sidewalks. And somehow in the sudden darkness I can breathe a little more, like even memories grow quieter when you stop standing outside their door. The bakery on the corner opened at 5, and the sky slowly turned the color of smoke. Blue light trembling on wet pavement. The city feels farther after midnight. Even the wind sounds tired There's a vending machine beside the station, buzzing softly in the cold. I stand there warming both my hands around a can I barely hold. A taxi disappears through rainwater, red taillights bleeding into black, and every stranger passing by looks like someone not coming back. The night gets quieter after 2, like the whole world's trying not to wake the lonely. Under the light above the vending machine, I still think about you sometimes, about your laugh fogging up the winter air while trains disappeared down the line, and the city glows in silver silence beneath the clouds and telephone wires, like something beautiful still breathing in a world that never really stops being tired. Old voice note lives inside my headphones, somewhere between songs and static noise. I almost play it every evening, then lose my nerve before your voice. The convenience store across the street flashes red and pale green light, while someone sweeps the empty sidewalk at the edge of another sleepless night. Maybe healing isn't moving on, maybe it's learning how to carry things gently. Under the light above the vending machine, I still think about you sometimes, about the warmth of your gloved hands on nights that felt too cold to survive. Now the last train shakes the silence and vanishes beyond the rain, leaving only distant echoes in this quiet ache I almost can't explain. You once told me winter felt romantic because the cold made small things matter more. Hot coffee, warm lights, someone waiting beside a door. Under the light above the vending machine, snow begins to drift again, tiny white pieces disappearing the second they touch the cement. And for a moment all the streetlights blur like watercolor in my eyes, while somewhere deep inside the city another lonely piano plays tonight. The drink went cold before I finished half of it, but I stayed there anyway. The newspaper stand on 9th Avenue still glows beneath a flickering bulb, while rain gathers in the folds of forgotten headlines. Stacks of magazines lean crooked beside a humming vending fridge. The old man running the corner stand reads quietly behind fogged glasses. A taxi sprays silver water across the sleeping avenue, and somewhere down the narrow sidewalk a saxophone leaks from a basement room. You used to stop here every Thursday just to buy flowers and cheap red wine, saying rainy cities looked romantic when nobody was in a hurry to get home. Some nights feel suspended, like the whole world forgot to keep moving. At the newspaper stand in the rain, your memory flickers neon blue between the wet ink and midnight traffic and everything I never told you. While the jazz from underground bars drifts upward through the storm, I stand beneath the trembling light, trying to remember how warmth felt before. A delivery boy pedals slowly past puddles, glowing gold and green, and every passing stranger's shadow looks softer through the rain-smeared street. I unfold tomorrow's headlines, but the words blur into gray, like even the city itself tonight is too tired to explain anything. You once said heartbreak looked ordinary, not cinematic like the movies do, just tired people carrying silence through places they once walked in twos. Funny how certain sentences stay alive longer than relationships do. At the newspaper stand in the rain, the fluorescent light hums low, and your absence settles quietly into every place I used to know. While the storm keeps touching rooftops and buses hiss through midnight steam, I realize loneliness feels different when you stop fighting every memory. Maybe healing isn't forgetting, maybe it's smaller than that. Buying coffee alone, hearing our songs somewhere, and surviving the next few minutes anyway. At the newspaper stand in the rain, morning slowly stains the sky, and the old man folds his chair away as the final storm cloud passes by. Still the city smells like wet concrete and distant bakeries opening again, while somewhere beneath the fading street lights a lonely piano begins. The newspapers arrived just before sunrise, still warm from the printing press. The rain stopped an hour ago, but the cafe still smells like wet wool and coffee beans, and somebody keeps playing the same piano. Your coat used to hang beside mine near the old wooden entrance door, dark fabric carrying traces of cold night air and cigarette smoke. Sometimes I still catch that scent in crowded trains or passing strangers, and suddenly the whole city folds into a version where you're not gone yet. Memory works quietly until it suddenly doesn't. The smell of rain on your coat still follows me home some nights, through empty elevators and sleepless kitchens, under pale apartment lights. And the piano in this little cafe moves slow and slow like drifting smoke, while outside the midnight traffic slides silver through the cold. A couple near the fogged up window shares cake without saying much. The girl keeps drawing little circles in the condensation with her thumb. I remember how you love silence moments when it felt safe between two people, like nothing needed proving as long as someone stayed. Funny how love feels endless right before it quietly changes shape. The smell of rain on your coat, like winter caught in woven thread, like the nights we missed the last bus home and walked instead. Now every passing storm reminds me of the warmth we used to know, before goodbye became a language we both learned too slowly to let go. Maybe healing begins here, not in forgetting, but in surviving ordinary moments without turning them into grief. The smell of rain on your coat fades softer every month or two, till it feels less like heartbreak and more like a season I once knew. When the cafe lights grow dimmer as chairs lift onto tables one by one, while dawn waits quietly beyond the windows, like forgiveness waiting for the sun. When I stepped outside, the sidewalk still held the rain a little longer. The first bus just passed outside, leaving a long trail of water across the street. And the cafe smells like fresh bread and yesterday's rain. The window beside me fogs so easily from the warmth of my untouched cup. I draw a line across the glass, then wipe it away before it becomes too much. Someone in the kitchen drops a spoon, and the sound rings through the quiet room, like tiny accidents matter more when the world is barely awake. Morning always arrives so gently here, like it's trying not to disturb the lonely people. At the table by the fogged up window, I still think about you sometimes, about the way your sleepy laughter used to soften all the hard parts of my mind. Now the city slowly brightens in silver, pale and faded gold, and your memory drifts around me like warmth disappearing from cold hands. The baker across the narrow street pulls metal shutters toward the sky, and somewhere above the traffic noise, a church bell trembles once then dies. I remember how you loved mornings before the crowds and all the noise. You said early light made people honest before the world remembered its voice. Funny how certain sentences stay alive longer than people do. At the table by the fogged up window, the piano moves low and blue, and every note sounds like it's carrying some forgotten part of you. All strangers step inside for coffee, shaking rain from heavy coats. I sit here with the quiet feeling that love survives in little ghosts. Maybe we don't lose people completely, scatter into places, into songs, into mornings, into the smell of rain on wool sleeves. At the table by the fogged up window, the daylight slowly fills the room, turning empty cups and wooden chairs into something strangely beautiful. And for a second life feels softer than it did a month ago, like healing isn't moving forward but learning how to sit with what you know. The fog on the glass disappeared with the sun, but I stayed there a little longer. The station lights buzz softly overhead, and rainwater gathers beside the tracks. Midnight smells like wet concrete and cigarettes. I missed the last train home again, watching strangers disappear, their reflections sliding down the windows like unfinished thoughts. Someone's headphones leak a quiet melody, an old love song I almost know. And suddenly this empty platform feels heavier than before. Funny how the city never asks why your eyes look tired tonight. And the last train doesn't stop here anymore, just passes by in silver light, like every version of us that couldn't survive the night. So I pull my coat a little closer and listen to the rain begin. The world keeps moving somewhere without me, while your memory settles in. The vending machine beside the stairs still flickers blue and white. I used to wait there holding coffee while you talked about your day. Now every late night conversation feels trapped inside these walls, like steam fading from paper cups into cold November air. Some people heal slowly, some people just learn how to hide it. And the last train doesn't stop here anymore, just passes by in silver light, like every version of us that couldn't survive the night. So I walk beneath the sleeping buildings and the pale electric sky, trying not to replay your voice every time the wind goes by. Maybe nothing really vanished, maybe places just remember differently, because every street tonight still somehow leads back to you. And the last train doesn't stop here anymore, but I still wait beside the line, listening to the distant rhythm disappear into the night, while the rain keeps painting halos around the amber traffic signs. I finally let the silence answer what I could never ask you one last time. By the time I reached my apartment door, the storm had already moved on. The heater clicks against the quiet, and somewhere outside, snow begins to touch the rooftops. Your sweater still hangs by the hallway like the season never changed. Soft wool carrying traces of your perfume in December rain. I should probably pack it somewhere, fold it into some hidden drawer. But every time I reach to move it, my hands forget what they were for. Some things disappear all at once, some things leave slowly. And your sweater still smells like winter, like coffee steam and downtown lights, like the nights we stayed awake too long, talking softly past midnight. Now the room feels twice as quiet every time the cold comes in, and the fabric sways so gently, like you're walking through here again. The record player near the bookshelf spins an old familiar tune, piano notes drifting through the apartment like smoke beneath the moon. I water plants you used to name and leave one side of the bed untouched. It's strange the little habits that survive after love gives up. I thought healing looked dramatic, not this silent kind of ache. And your sweater still smells like winter, like rain against a taxi door, like your head against my shoulder in the grocery store at 4. Now the city glows beneath me, blurred in amber through the blinds, and I wear your absence carefully, like a coat some nights. Maybe memory isn't painful because it hurts. Maybe it hurts because it was warm once. And your sweater still smells like winter, though February's nearly gone, and the snow outside the window melts before the break of dawn. I finally take it from the hanger, hold it close against my chest, while the radiator hums beside me, like it understands the rest. Morning light touched the kitchen floor before I let go of it. I almost deleted your number tonight, but my thumb stopped halfway, like it still remembered something my heart shouldn't. The apartment hums with refrigerator light, and the city leaks through half-closed blinds. The siren fades somewhere downtown, and everything goes quiet again. There's a voice message still unsent, sitting beneath your name. 3 minutes full of broken sentences and breathing I forgot to hide. Maybe some words sound safer when nobody hears them. So I let the phone ring softly softly into the dark blue morning air, listening to the distance between us stretch like smoke somewhere. And your silence feels colder than the rain outside, like an empty seat beside me on a slow and sleepless night. The kettle clicks in the kitchen, but I leave the tea untouched, watching headlights crawl across the ceiling like ghosts that never stay too long. I used to know exactly how your laughter filled a room. Now even memories echo differently after midnight passes too. Strange how losing someone changes the sound of ordinary things. So I let the phone ring softly into the dark blue morning air, listening to the distance between us stretch like smoke somewhere. And your silence feels colder than the rain outside, like an empty seat beside me on a slow and sleepless night. I don't think I wanted answers anymore. I just wanted to hear that your voice still existed somewhere beyond these walls. Now the voicemail light keeps blinking like a tiny fading star, and the piano from the cafe downstairs drifts upward through the dark, while the first string cuts the silence through the early silver dawn. I finally press delete and let the ringing disappear alone. The sky turned pale around the windows before I realized I never called. Someone left an umbrella by the door tonight, blue fabric still covered in rain, and nobody came back for it. The cafe windows blur with water as headlights drift across the street. A slow piano fills the corners where tired strangers come to breathe. I keep looking at that umbrella, leaning quietly against the wall, like it's waiting for a hand that isn't coming back at all. Some things stay behind so gently, you barely notice when they become memories. The blue umbrella by the door, still dripping onto the floor tonight, like the storm outside followed someone in and never really left. And the city hums beyond the glass, silver taxis passing slow, while your absence sits beside me, soft as winter in my coat. A girl near the counter closes her book and pulls her scarf around her neck. The smell of roasted coffee beans mixes with the rain still clinging to the air. I remember how you hated thunder, but loved the sound of rain on roofs. You said storms made crowded places feel smaller and warmer too. Funny how love survives longest inside the smallest details. The blue umbrella by the door, still folded like an unfinished goodbye, while the jazz guitar keeps trembling low under tired amber lights. And every time the entrance opens, cold wind drifts across the room, making the hanging lamps sway softly like they remember you too. Maybe loneliness isn't empty. Maybe it's just space, still shaped like someone. The blue umbrella by the door was gone before the morning came, and somehow that hurt more deeply than if it had remained. Now dawn is turning, all the windows pale gold and washed out gray, and the cafe feels quieter than anything I know how to say. The rain stopped sometime after 4, but the floor beneath the umbrella stayed cold. The kitchen light has that pale color only sleepless people notice, and the cassette player keeps humming between songs. I'm sitting barefoot by the counter, watching steam rise from the sink. The radiator knocks unevenly, like it's trying hard to speak. Your favorite mug still sits beside me, with a crack along the side. I keep meaning to throw it out, but somehow never find the time. The smallest things stay longest after somebody leaves. Cassette noise in the kitchen light, soft static drifting through the room, while the city slowly fades from black into a tired shade of blue. And your memory moves around me like smoke I can't quite hold. Some nights healing feels warm, some nights it just feels cold. A motorcycle cuts the silence somewhere far below my floor, then disappears beyond the buildings like it was never there at all. I pour too much sugar in my coffee, the way you always used to do, and for a second I forget there's nobody here but me now. I used to fear the quiet, now I almost need it. Cassette noise in the kitchen light, old piano underneath the hiss, like a conversation still surviving somewhere inside all of this. While dawn gathers on the windows and the sky begins to clear, I listen to the tape rewind itself like it wishes you were here. Maybe love doesn't vanish completely, maybe it changes shape into habits, into sounds, into rooms that remember your name. Cassette noise in the kitchen light, morning spreading slowly gold, and the world outside keeps waking up without the story we once told. But somewhere in the soft distortion between the melody and rain, there's still a version of us dancing inside that tape again. The song clicks softly to an end, but I let the cassette spin a little longer. even though nobody really comes here anymore. Rainwater gathers by the entrance, under flickering signs and tangled wires. Old racing games hum quietly, like tired dreams refusing to retire. A claw machine blinks in the corner, full of faded stuffed toys. And somewhere deeper in the building, a broken speaker leaks static noise. You once dragged me in here laughing, just to escape the storm outside. Your soaked hair shining under neon, like the whole city had softened for the night. Funny how happiness feels brightest right before it becomes memory. At the arcade near the river, your shadow still moves beside me, between the flashing colors and soft machine lights, like we're frozen somewhere in our 20s. And the rain keeps sliding down the windows, turning every reflection blue, while the city slowly empties itself into another sleepless avenue. A pinball machine lights up suddenly, though nobody touched a thing. The sound echoes through the silence, like a ghost trying to sing. Outside, bicycles hiss through puddles past convenience stores and trains, and every passing umbrella feels stitched together from old rain. I remember you said this place felt lonely in a beautiful way, like all forgotten things still wanted somebody to stay. Some nights nostalgia arrives softly, like music drifting from another room. At the arcade near the river, the neon flickers tired and slow, and your laughter keeps returning in tiny bursts of afterglow, while the old jazz cafe next door lets piano spill into the street. I stand beneath the humming sign and let the midnight wash over me. Maybe growing older feels like this, watching places survive long after the versions of ourselves who loved them disappeared. At the arcade near the river, the machines finally fall dark one by one, and dawn begins collecting quietly along the edges of the sunless sky. Still the rain remains on the pavement, silver beneath the waking trains, while somewhere inside the empty building our younger voices still remain. The last neon sign shut off at 4:26, and the river carried the colors away. Street lights smear across the windshield, and the radio keeps drifting between stations, like it can't decide what kind of loneliness this is. The heater hums against the silence, while rainwater races down the glass. I missed my turn 10 minutes ago, but I don't really care to turn back. A late night diner glows beside the highway, blue neon trembling in the dark. And every empty intersection feels like somewhere we once were. Some roads feel endless at night, even when you know exactly where they lead. The radio between stations, soft static filling up the car, like all the words we never finished, still floating somewhere in the dark. And your voice keeps crossing through me like headlights slipping through the rain, half remembered, half imagined, but never gone completely away. I stop beneath an overpass to watch the city breathe below. Tiny windows flickering softly like tired stars nobody notices. You used to love these sleepless drives with cheap coffee balanced in your hands, saying nighttime made the whole world feel quieter and more honest. Funny how certain memories only return after midnight. The radio between stations, low piano buried in the hiss, and every passing song tonight feels almost shaped like this, like winter air inside old jackets or perfume fading from a seed. Tiny ghosts surviving quietly in places people leave behind. Maybe love doesn't disappear suddenly. Maybe it breaks apart softly into sounds, into streets, into nights you keep driving through alone. The radio between stations as dawn begins to stain the sky, and the rain finally grows lighter above the sleeping traffic lights. I roll the window down slightly, let cold air fill the empty space, while somewhere far beyond the highway, morning slowly takes your place. The static disappeared for just a second, then the silence came back clearer than before. The hotel lobby smells like polished wood and rain, and somebody left the piano open, like they were planning to come back for one last song. The tired receptionist flips through magazines under soft chandelier light, while elevators hum like distant oceans somewhere deeper in the building tonight. Outside, the avenue glows silver through revolving glass doors, and strangers wheel quiet suitcases across the marble floor. There's a certain kind of sadness that only visits places people pass through. The hotel lobby piano at 1:43 a.m. still plays somewhere inside my chest, like every unfinished goodbye, checking in but never checking out yet. And your memory moves through this city, soft as rain against taxi roofs, while the night clerk lowers the music and the whole world turns velvet blue. A woman sleeps beside her luggage, curled beneath a winter coat. Someone laughs far down the hallway, then disappears before the echo's over. You used to love old hotels because nobody asked who you were before. You said lonely travelers carried the most beautiful stories through revolving doors. Funny how temporary places can hold permanent feelings. The hotel lobby piano at 1:43 a.m. moves slow beneath the amber glow, like it understands the weight of people with nowhere certain left to go. And outside the rain keeps falling soft against the sleeping street, while your ghost sits beside me quietly in the empty chair across from me. Maybe heartbreak isn't about losing someone. Maybe it's realizing certain versions of yourself only existed beside them. The hotel lobby piano at one slows softly toward the end, and dawn begins collecting slowly in the corners of the window panes. The receptionist turns off half the lights, one floor at a time above, while somewhere beneath this sleepless city I finally stopped calling it love. When the elevator doors closed behind me, the piano was still playing downstairs. The flower shop on Maple Street turns its lights on before the sun comes up, and the whole sidewalk smells faintly of wet roses and rain. Buckets of tulips by the doorway catch pale reflections from the road, while someone side trims flower stems to the sound of quiet radio static. I stop beside the cafe window with cold hands buried in my coat, watching steam rise from paper cups into the soft blue morning air. You used to love this hour of the city, before the noise and crowded trains set dawn made everything feel honest, even hearts carrying hidden pain. Some mornings arrive gently, like they already know what you survived last night. At the flower shop before dawn, the roses glow beneath white light, while rainwater slides through sleeping streets and taxis disappear from sight. And your memory feels softer here, less like loss and more like rain, something passing through quietly without asking the world to change. Wraps pale yellow lilies with movement slow and careful, like fragile things deserve tenderness even after they've been cut away. The cafe piano through the alley moves slow beneath the hum of traffic lights, and suddenly the whole street feels like a dream trying not to wake too soon. Funny how healing never announces itself, it just appears one quiet morning. At the flower shop before dawn, the windows blur with silver mist, and every flower facing outward looks lonelier after nights like this. Still the city keeps unfolding, soft and gray beyond the rain, while I carry all our old Decembers more lightly than before today. Maybe love doesn't end completely. Maybe it changes form into songs, into weather, into mornings you survive alone. At the flower shop before dawn, the sky begins to fade from blue, and the first train shakes the silence somewhere far beyond the avenue. I buy a single white carnation just to carry something delicate home, while the rain finally stops falling and the world no longer feels so cold. When the sun touched the rooftops, the flowers looked almost unreal in the light. The snow started quietly tonight, so quietly. Nobody inside the cafe noticed at first. A woman near the back kept reading without turning a single page, while white flakes gathered on the windows, soft as dust on an old stage. The espresso machine stopped hissing, and silence settled in its place, like the room itself was holding every lonely thing we couldn't say. Winter always makes the world feel smaller, and memories feel closer somehow. The sound of snow against the window falling through the neon glow, while the piano moves so slowly, like it's afraid to let me go. And your name drifts through my thoughts tonight, soft as smoke in fading light, till the whole cafe feels frozen, somewhere between goodbye and white. Your favorite seat beside the heater still catches the warmest light. I almost sat there out of habit, then stopped myself halfway tonight. Outside, tire tracks disappear slowly under another silver layer, like the city's trying gently to hide every trace you were here. Maybe forgetting happens quietly, one snowfall at a time. The sound of snow against the window, soft enough to break your heart, like all the little conversations we thought would never fall apart. And the jazz guitar keeps breathing low underneath the amber room, while midnight folds itself around me like an old familiar coat. I used to think loneliness echoed loudly, but tonight it sounds more like this. A piano, a closing cafe, and snow touching glass in the dark. The sound of snow against the window as the morning turns the sky pale blue, and every table, every shadow still somehow leads back to you. But for the first time in forever, the memory doesn't pull me under. It just sits beside me quietly, like winter learning how to soften. When I finally stepped outside, the whole city had turned white. The pale yellow light turned on across the alley long before the sunrise came, and suddenly the whole street felt less lonely. The bakery opens before morning while the city still dreams in blue. Someone inside ties on an apron to the sound of soft old jazz. Warm bread scent drifts through the rain air, mixing with the smell of coffee nearby. And every glowing window above the street looks half asleep against the sky. I watch from the cafe across from it, hands wrapped around a cooling cup, listening to the piano breathe low, like the night's not ready to give up. Some places feel gentle enough to survive even the saddest nights. The bakery light across the alley burns soft against the fading dark, like a small promise the city makes to every tired and lonely heart. And your memory moves beside me in the steam above my tea, not heavy like it used to be, just quiet company. A delivery truck rolls slowly past, splashing silver through the street. Someone laughs behind the kitchen door, then silence settles in again. You used to love early mornings before phones and crowded trains. Said dawn was the only honest hour before the world remembered pain. Now I sit here watching flower dust float beneath fluorescent light, thinking how strange it is that healing can look this ordinary sometimes. Funny how life keeps beginning again, even while we're still learning how to let go. The bakery light across the alley turns golden as the morning grows, and the rainwater on the pavement reflects every color softly below. While the cafe fills with strangers escaping cold from outside, I realize loneliness feels lighter when you stop fighting it all the time. Maybe peace isn't dramatic, maybe it's this: warm bread, low piano, rain drying slowly from the street. The bakery light across the alley stays glowing through the early dawn, while buses wake the empty avenues, and another sleepless night is gone. Still the piano keeps moving gently underneath the clinking cups and rain, like somewhere inside all this quiet, my heart is learning warmth again. The first loaf came out just before sunrise, and the whole street smelled alive for a moment. The apartment smells like dust and rain, and somewhere outside a bus sighs into the empty street. I open the bottom drawer tonight, looking for a charger I misplaced. But underneath old receipts and letters, I found your Polaroids again. Your smile caught in faded colors, summer trapped in tiny frames. The edges curled like quiet secrets time was trying hard to erase. Funny how memories survive inside the things we forget to throw away. Polaroids inside the drawer, little frozen pieces of light. You laughing underneath station signs at nearly 3 in the morning. And now the room is filled with shadows, and the piano downstairs plays low while I hold the past between my fingers, trying not to let it show. There's one where your hair was soaked from rain, standing outside that tiny bar. You said the city looked romantic when the streets reflected cars. Another from a coastal highway, wind pulling softly at your coat. I remember you singing badly to songs you barely even knew. Back then forever sounded simple, like something we could accidentally keep. Polaroids inside the drawer, tiny worlds that still stay warm, like old cafes after closing, when the lights are almost gone, and every faded shade of color feels softer than tonight somehow, like love belonged more naturally to who we were back then. I used to think moving on meant learning how not to look back, but maybe healing is quieter than that. Maybe it's being able to remember without disappearing inside it. Polaroids inside the drawer, the city turning silver blue, morning slowly finding its way through curtains we once chose together. And for a moment I can almost smile at the people we used to be, two lonely hearts glowing softly inside unfinished memory. I placed the photos back carefully, like they were still a little alive. The laundromat on 8th Street still glows pale blue after midnight, like it forgot the rest of the city already went to sleep. Washing machine spin in circles, soft humming underneath the rain, and every chair beside the window looks lonelier after 2 a.m. A woman folds somebody's sweater without lifting tired eyes, while static from an old small radio drifts slowly through fluorescent light. There's something comforting about places that stay awake for strangers. At the laundromat on 8th Street, your memory turns around again, like clothes tumbling through warm water that never quite come out the same. And the rain keeps sliding softly down the fogged up window pane, while the whole world feels suspended somewhere between healing and pain. He used to hate doing laundry, but loved the smell of clean cotton sheets. Said fresh fabric felt like proof that small things could still begin again. Now I sit here with a paper cup, watching colors blur and spin, trying not to think how easy it was to slowly lose you then. Funny how ordinary places become sacred after heartbreak. At the laundromat on 8th Street, the dryers breathe like distant trains, and the old piano from the cafe next door leaks softly through the rain, while outside the traffic lights blink red against the wet concrete. I keep tracing little circles on the warmth left in my seat. Maybe love isn't dramatic in the end. Maybe it's quieter than that. A missing toothbrush, an empty sleeve, a machine still turning after someone leaves. At the laundromat on 8th Street, morning slowly stains the sky, and the neon sign above the doorway buzzes weakly one last time. I fold the final load in silence as dawn settles on the avenue, and somewhere in the spinning rhythm I finally stop chasing you. The machine stopped all at once, and suddenly I could hear the rain again. Someone left coins beside the piano, and the bartender stacking glasses slowly, like he's trying not to disturb the sadness in the room. There's a melody still hanging softly between the speakers and the smoke, an old jazz record turning quietly under tired ember bulbs. You once pulled me by the sleeve here, laughing halfway through a song, saying every lonely city needed somewhere warm to belong. Back then, the night felt endless, like nothing beautiful could fade. But the song we never danced to still drifts across the room tonight, like your shadow moving slowly just beyond the edge of light. And the piano plays so gently, I can almost feel your hands, like we're still two tired strangers swaying in each other's silence. The waitress wipes the counter clean, while rain taps softly on the door. Outside, the traffic thins like memory, till the city barely breathes anymore. I watch reflections shake in puddles, neon breaking into blue, And suddenly the smallest things start reminding me of you. Funny how some places keep loving people after they leave, and the song we never danced to still lingers in the cafe air, like unfinished conversations floating somewhere between nowhere. While the saxophone keeps crying low and midnight gathers near, I sit beside your absence like it's something still alive in here. Maybe that's what love becomes, not fireworks, not promises, just certain songs you can't hear again without stopping for a second. And the song we never danced to fades slowly with the closing lights, while chairs are turned upon the tables and dawn waits outside. Still the melody keeps circling, soft as winter breathing through, like somewhere in another lifetime I finally danced with you. The record skipped once before it ended, and the whole cafe went quiet. The dishwasher stopped 10 minutes ago. Now all I can hear is rainwater slipping through the gutter outside. Chairs are upside down on tables, the neon sign already dimmed. Someone forgot a scarf near the window, and the whole cafe smells faintly of cinnamon. I stay longer than I need to, tracing circles on my cup, watching reflections in the counter glass disappear each time I look up. There's a kind of loneliness that only shows itself after closing time. After the dishwasher stops and the last train's gone away, your memory gets louder in the quiet that remains, and the tiny yellow ceiling lights blur softly in my eyes, like little pieces of the evenings we never realized were goodbye. The owner counts tomorrow's change while humming something old and low. Outside the streets are nearly empty, silver from the recent snow. I remember how you used to wait with cold hands wrapped around your sleeves, talking about impossible futures like they were easy things to reach. Funny how dreams sound warmer before winter finally arrives. After the dishwasher stops and the city settles down, I still half expect your footsteps every time the door makes sound. But the room keeps growing softer and the coffee scent grows thin, till all that's left beside me is the shape your absence fills. Maybe some places become sacred simply because somebody loved us there once. After the dishwasher stops and midnight turns the window goes blue. The piano player packs his music and nods softly as he leaves the room. I stay a little longer, listening to the radiators sing, while snow drifts past the empty streetlights like quiet unfinished things. The cafe finally went dark, but I could still remember where you used to sit.